Hi, I'm Danny Ecker with your Chicago Business Today Midday Report. Wednesday's decision by a federal judge to dismiss the bankruptcy case involving a key piece of property next to McCormick Place cleared the way for it to be sold in foreclosure. And now sources tell Crain's a deal to build a new arena for the DePaul basketball program could be on the fast track. McPeer has shown interest in buying the property and purchased the parcel next to it for $5 million last month. The idea being that it might be a site for both DePaul and the convention center to help grow a vibrant neighborhood and nightlife hotspot on the near south side. Here with more on the latest development is our Greg Hines. Greg, what are you hearing now on this DePaul and McPeer potential deal? Anything new?
Well, the new thing is that the property that has been eyed is now going to be available. There's a real estate company that's getting it back out of bankruptcy. It goes back into their hands. They have no particular reason to want to keep it. They're not going to develop anything, so they can put it on the market. And the guys who seem to be the most interested and seem to have the biggest wallet is McPeer.
And are you expecting McPeer to maybe make a move on this land anytime soon?
I continue to hear, as I've been hearing for 6 months, that DePaul is interested in moving there. Rather than to United Center, despite the free rent deal there, that some money has been lined up. That the mayor is supportive of this, and that assuming they can get control of the property, it will probably proceed.
There's plenty of debate to be had about the use of such an arena, maybe a 15,000 seat arena that could be used both for DePaul and maybe for public use for conventions, things like that, events. At this point, do you have a sense of who might actually pay for an arena to be built? I mean, there's bonding authority for McPeer, but DePaul would probably have to make a contribution as well, right?
One of the pieces of buzz that's been out there is that DePaul has a big donor who might be interested in effect paying part of the cost for them in exchange for naming rights. That would help, but I would guess that the majority of the financing would come out of bonds that would be issued by McPeer.
Okay, now we have these two deals that have been sort of back and forth for seems like years now at this point between DePaul potentially moving to the city. Now you have the McPeer lead on this, and the Wrigley renovation saga, which continues. How do you compare those as far as sort of how the needle has moved on both, obviously with now this week's development of the Ricketts family planning on putting a hotel up across the street? I
think the Ricketts Hotel deal potentially advances the work at Wrigley, because if there's going to be a lot of tax money that we generated from this. If that tax money goes into the city, it makes it a little bit easier for Mayor Emanuel to make some tough decisions, either leaning on the rooftop guys and improving signage inside, or in the alternate coming up with some public money to help pay Ricketts costs. Either way, potentially it makes it a little bit easier, assuming that Mr. Ricketts lets all the money go to the city rather than to pay back him. But it's too early to tell. I think the needle clearly did move some with DePaul. I think that one is now better positioned.
The overlap of sports and politics and business in the city, it's interesting stuff.
Yes, it is.
All right, Greg, thanks a lot.